did another DJs BrewTube beer review. Well, I've been a good boy today. Well, of sorts anyway. I did my home brewing. I cooked dinner. I cleaned the house. I took care of the kids. Yeah, that qualifies for dessert, doesn't it? Because all good boys get dessert, don't they? Well, I'm not always good, so maybe I don't deserve dessert, but I'm having it anyway. And you know me, I'm a beer geek. I don't want no cake. I don't want no pie, no ice cream. I want a roasty, toasty, chocolatey, awesome stout. That's right. And I want an imperial stout. I want something big. And where am I going to go to get said stout today? I'm going to go to O'Dempsey's, who's out of Atlanta, Georgia, US of A. Yay, yay. And I'm going to have their Your Black Heart Stout. That's right. Now, this is a Russian Imperial Stout. It's a year-round serving. It's clocking in at 8% ABV and 90 IBUs. Now, this beer is brewed and bottled by Thomas Creek Brewery, who's out of Greenville, South Carolina. So, apparently, O'Dempsey's and maybe like a brew pub or something, and to support them on the bigger role of bottling and distributing said beer, they lean on Thomas Creek. And that's probably why I am receiving said beer, because we get Thomas Creek here in Maryland, and I've never seen anything else from O'Dempsey's except this. So, I would imagine, by reading the description on the side of the bottle here, that this beer is a lot like Black Chocolate Stout, Siberian Night, and, Blackout Stout from Captain Lawrence. Why? Because they're saying it's a traditional, straightforward, roasty kind of Russian Imperial Stout. And you know what? That's just what I'm in the mood for dessert. What a lucky guy I am. So, I'm going to stop flapping my gums. I'm going to get the top popped on this, get it in the snifter, and tell you what's up with the Your Black Heart Stout. Let's see. Oh, that's tight. Damn. Nice hiss off the top. That crown was cranked on there tight. It's unremarkable and not collectible. And let's get it in the glass. Ooh, that's black. Your Black Heart is no bullshit. Look at that, guys. Man, that's pouring like freaking motor oil. Look at the head on that. Wow. That is a dark head. That's a cocoa-colored chocolate head if I ever saw one. Ain't no light coming through this beer. Not even at the bottom where the stem connects to the snifter here. We got a solid one-finger head of really tightly packed bubbles around the sides with a little bit of soap sudsy in the center. When I swirl it, ooh, tons of alcohol lays coming down, and I can already see the glass lacing starting to cling to the inside of this bad boy. Wow. Take a look at that, guys. That's a really classic, tasty-looking Russian Imperial Stout. Looks just like these beers look pretty much, but the head's actually a bit darker. So, time to get an aroma on this, isn't it? Yeah, we want to know what it smells like. Let's dive in. Ooh, really roasty. A lot of chocolate, dark coffee, burnt sugar, toffee, caramel, a little bit of dark fruits. Now, before I go too much further, this beer I picked up on a bargain rack. I got a 6-pack of this for $6.99. That's a freaking deal, man. A 6-pack of 12 ounces of Russian Imperial Stout. And right now, at time of drinking, this beer is 7 months old. So it's smelling awesome, and I imagine that's why I'm picking up the dark fruits in the background. It smells like cherries and raisins. Man, really nice smelling beer. There's no hop, of course, but I can smell some like coffee roast bitterness in there, mixed in with that sweet spready malt, caramel, toffee, and dark fruits. And then the finish in the aroma is like a dark chocolate, and there's no alcohol whatsoever in the aroma. I'm ready to dive in, guys. You're thirsty too, aren't you? Hell yes. Let's go for it. Cheers. Yeah. Look at that glass lacing, guys. Awesome. That hits the spot. This is a really roast-forward stout, like the aroma was suggesting to me. Big, dark, roasted coffee, like Sumatra, like Starbucks sort of dark roast. After that, dark, heavy cacao, like 60% cacao, dark chocolate, then caramel and toffee, but the finish is dominated by dark chocolate and dark coffee roast bitterness. Really dry aftertaste. Higher level of carbonation than it would appear by what the beer looks like in the glass. Smooth. It's a medium full body, not a little bit lighter than I would expect for some, but it's along the lines of these stouts in body weight. That's why I'm saying this is that traditional sort of Russian Imperial Stout. They've nailed the style really well. But man, if you like dark chocolate and black coffee, this is the beer for you. Up front is where you get your sweetness. In the middle comes your caramel and toffee, and then the finish, like I said, is that dark chocolate, coffee, heavy roast notes, super smooth, then it goes away, boom, dries out the palate, and I'm ready for another drink, which of course I am. Let's see. Wow, really tasty, well-made beer. I'm feeling now that I stole this beer almost for $6.99 a 4-pack, but I suspect it got discounted because it sat on the shelves around here because people don't know what it is, so it just sits, and they end up discounting it. Such is the variety and the availability of beer in Maryland, at least anyway, in the larger bottle shops, that things get discounted sometimes, and you know DJ is sharking in on that stuff. So, what do we grade a beer like this? You know I'm loving some Russian Imperial Stouts, and you're hearing I'm kind of liking this one. Hell yes. Well, Rate Beer gives it a 98. That's an A+. I don't know about all that. I've had better straight-up stouts that have been in this range, namely Brooklyn's Black Chocolate Stout and the Siberian Night, and this were a little bit better. But this is a good beer. Beer Advocate gives it an 88, which is a B+. I think it's better than that. I think this is an A-level beer, but just an A, into that 94 or 95 range. It's just getting there. I think a little more cellar time would tame a little bit of those roast notes, because that would make it not for everybody. I think the high roast notes and those big dark chocolate and dark roasted notes from the malt are what would turn some people away from this beer, because they're looking for maybe that sweeter Russian Imperial Stout. This is not that. This is a more traditional, straight down the line, all grain flavor derivative kind of, you know, Russian Imperial Stout, and that's probably why it got like the B+ mark on Beer Advocate. But I'm going to go with an A, just into the A range, almost an A-, but really tasty brew. So, if you guys have had this beer, let me know what you think. I love the quid pro quo. I don't know everything. Maybe you didn't like it. Maybe you did like it. Let me know. I like to hear it. So, also, I really like when you think globally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. That totally rocks, too. And what also totally rocks is if you subscribe, rate, comment, and hit that like button, because that puts my happy face on. Not as big of a happy face as Russian Imperial Stouts do, but happy face just the same. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, thanks, man, to each and every one of you for watching. Until then, I got a bunch of big Russian Imperial Stout drinking love for you, and you know what's coming. A peace.